That is Billy Joel singing his 1978 hit My Life off the #1 album 52nd Street, which earned a pair of Grammys, including one for Album of the Year. Over the last 50 years or so, Joel's iconic songs have been woven into the fabric of American life, providing a soundtrack to millions of moments and memories. But long before he became one of the best-selling artists of all time, the Piano Man was a boy growing up on New York's Long Island in a house without money, but filled with music. Early piano lessons and a gift for telling a story with a song eventually made Joel a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer and lifted his name into the rafters at Madison Square Garden. Billy invited us last month to Sag Harbor, New York on the east end of Long Island for a Sunday sit-down ahead of the final show of his record-breaking residency at the Garden. So on any given summer day, I might see Billy Joel out here captaining one of these boats?
Yeah.
At the helm of the boat named for his daughter, Billy Joel can be just another guy from Long Island.
What do you love about being out on the water, Billy?
You're kind of cutting yourself loose from all the craziness that's on land. Totally anonymous.
Yes.
Nobody knows who I am. I'm just another idiot.
The music icon has been drawn to the water since he was a boy.
You're a big boat guy. Where did that start for you?
Yeah, I think when I was a little kid, I grew up in Hicksville,
Yeah.
which is dead center of Long Island. So you weren't on the shore, but on a weekend, your parents would take you to a beach, either Jones Beach or somewhere on the North Shore. So I was immediately attracted to the waterfronts.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The quiet of these waters is 100 miles, literally, from Joel's regular sing-alongs at Madison Square Garden. In July, the Piano Man played the final performance in a 10-year residency at the world's most famous arena, where his 150 lifetime shows are a record.
How are you feeling about the end of that run?
Well, I'm kind of sad that it's ending. You know, 10 years in Madison Square Garden is beyond, you know, my dreams as a musician. We were the house band for 10 years at the Garden, which I think is the best performance venue in the world. The Garden is the best sound. And it's in New York, which is usually a crazy audience. And they make a lot of noise. And doesn't mean I'll never play there again. It just means it's the end of this run.
Welcome to Madison Square Garden.
January of 2014, you start this run. In your dreams, was it ever going to last a full decade and go on the way it has?
No, I had no idea it would last this long. They were buying more tickets recently than they were at the beginning.
Is Piano Man the song, when you look out at the crowd, is that when they get the most amped or at least the most unified in their singing?
Yes, everybody's singing along. I'll watch people in the crowd. They know the lyrics, so I'm following them. When the audience takes it over, I like that.
Yeah.
Then I get a little break.
How do you go home after a show and just sit in a chair and have a snack and watch Netflix or something?
Yeah, I go home, take out the garbage, let the dogs out. You go from playing in front of 20,000 people where you're like Mussolini, and then you jump into a car and you scram out of there, and then you're just another schmuck in traffic.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Born William Martin Joel, the 75-year-old took up the piano at age 4, following in the footsteps of his dad.
My father was a trained classical pianist. My mother was a musician. We were exposed to Broadway shows. We were exposed to classical music. I listened to pop music on the radio. We went to concerts. I mean, I liked it all. I liked all music.
Joel's father left the family when Billy was 8, but armed with influences ranging from Chopin to Ray Charles, Joel set out for a life in music.
So what was the moment then, Billy, where you thought this could be a career, not just a hobby?
When one of my teachers told me that I should consider becoming a professional musician. It was my chorus teacher in high school. I was cutting class one day. I would go to the music room and I was trying to play Tchaikovsky's first piano concerto. Dun, dun, bum, bum, boom, jang, jang, boom. And he goes, "You don't really know that piece, do you?" I said, "No, I don't. I'm just doing it by ear." I said, "Please don't report me." Because I'll tell you what, if you join my music history class, I won't say anything. So I said, "Deal."
Joel played in local bands before stepping out on his own and becoming a star with a 1973 song written from his observations while singing in a piano lounge.
That's from that era when you were in L.A., right?
Bill Martin at the keyboards. It was Wilshire and Western. It was just a bar. It was like a neighborhood bar that I paid the rent for a while.
Over 2 decades, Joel wrote and recorded 12 albums, selling more than 160 million records, earning 6 Grammys and a spot in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But Joel had not released new music since 2007, until this year.
Did I wait too long to turn the lights back on?
The single Turn the Lights Back On was written by a musician named Freddie Wexler and recorded by Joel, leaving fans hoping for more.
Did it inspire me to want to write more stuff? Not particularly, no. No, writing to me is torment. I don't want to do that anymore.
I got 50 years of songs. Go listen to those, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of album tracks you guys don't know.
I love you just the way you are.
Do you consider the impact your music has had over these 50 years on people?
It's a little overwhelming, to tell you the truth. And people will point out, "Oh my God, back in this year, that was a big song for me." And like, "You were listening to me? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm as lost as you are."
I am the entertainer, been all around the world.
Have you given any thought to what it's going to feel like on that final bow on the last show at the Garden later this month?
Yeah, it's going to be a melancholy moment, actually. It's going to be hard to say goodbye. It's been the greatest run of any shows we've ever done. And I know I'll regret it after we've left.
Right. You'll regret it when you're out there sitting in traffic on your way to let the dogs out.
Yeah, just another schmuck in New York traffic.
That long MSG residency may be over, but don't be surprised to see Billy back at his favorite venue down the road. There is much more ahead with Billy Joel in part 2 of our conversation, including his take on a recent internet theory about Piano Man.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.